Mark Ingram, 66 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level had...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Steps away to his left. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Ingram. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3.
42. Mike 42, check, check, Mike 42. You can't pick up.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Hurdles up. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
CD, with that incompletion, let's look at some of the big games week 13. So these are ones that our crew probably think are the biggest four. Let's rank them 1 to 4 as far as how big they are and what they mean. Baltimore at Buffalo, San Fran at New Orleans, KC at New England, Seattle at the Rams. How would you rank those? What do you think?
Well, this is going to sound self-serving since I'm working San Francisco and New Orleans, but to me that's the number one game because the number one seed in the NFC will be determined that week for that moment. Okay, the winner of that becomes the number one seed. I think the number 2 game, Seattle at the Rams, because Seattle's trying to maintain pace with San Francisco or become the number 1 team in the NFC West, and the Rams have to have it if they have any designs on making the playoffs. The number 3 game, Baltimore at Buffalo. Buffalo's announced its presence, that big win on Thanksgiving Day over Dallas, but Baltimore's the hottest team, the best team in the league over the last 8 weeks, and then you finish up Kansas City, New England. How is that the number 4 game?
I know.
Hard to believe, but it is in this state, in this instance.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Here's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Hey, Zoo.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Goddamn good play.
Geronimo Allison there to make the grab. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jackson on the move to his left. Towards the end zone for and this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Off. Man out. 42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 42's the mic. 42's the mic. Hey, here I come. Yup. Here I come. Check your hot read. Hey, Mike's 42. I'm coming.
Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw again. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll run here with Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And again, it's Ingram. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Zoom, zoom. Yo, 50, Mike's 50. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Now it's Jackson. Steps away. He can run for it, and he will. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
That's it.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting this sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Tucker's kick is good.
And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing is Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm coming after you. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Ingram again. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 43 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.